Welcome back to A Scientific Life. If you are deeply passionate about understanding how your body operates and the genuine biochemistry behind a healthier life, subscribe now to learn something new in every single video. Most people believe they need immense willpower to lose weight, but that is simply not true. You do not need more motivation. You just need to stop consuming foods that secretly flood your body with empty, unfulfilling calories. Today, we explore 5 simple food swaps that can eliminate thousands of hidden calories from your weekly intake, prompting your metabolism to actively burn fat instead of constantly storing it as stubborn adipose tissue. We have structured this guide into clear, progressive levels, ranging from absolute beginners to advanced biohackers. No matter where you currently stand, you will discover the exact steps to elevate your health to the next tier. To make this system easy to implement, we have organized all foods into 4 simple categories. The first category is avoid, representing substances that actively damage your metabolism and should be completely eliminated. The second category is approved. These are foods that are safe to consume but have far better alternatives available. They represent an easy starting point as you transition away from highly toxic, processed ingredients. This leads us to the third category, better. These options offer superior metabolic advantages, helping you stabilize your blood sugar levels and reduce systemic inflammation without sacrificing delicious, satisfying meals. Finally, we have the best category, reserved for those who aspire to peak physical performance. While any step away from avoid is progress, you can tailor these choices to your specific metabolic and cellular sensitivities. When a food falls into the avoid category, it means it is actively blocking fat oxidation, overloading your liver, and driving cellular resistance, making weight gain almost inevitable even in a strict calorie deficit. Approved foods are cleaner but do not necessarily optimize weight loss. They do no harm in moderate amounts, but they will not accelerate your progress. To truly unlock fat burning, we must climb the metabolic ladder. In the better category, foods begin to provide real physiological support. With higher fiber content and denser nutrients, they prevent rapid glucose spikes, allowing your hormonal systems to regain their natural balance. At the pinnacle is the best category, where your biology starts working with you. You stop accumulating visceral fat, begin mobilizing existing fat stores for energy, and experience consistent, vibrant daily vitality. Remember, progress always comes before perfection. You do not need to be flawless overnight. You simply need to climb this metabolic ladder over time, moving from the red zone up to yellow, green, and finally blue zones. Let us begin with swap number 1, sweeteners. Most individuals attempting to eat healthier start by eliminating refined sugars and processed carbohydrates, an approach that we highly endorse for metabolic health. However, the critical question is, what are you replacing that sugar with? Many common alternatives can be just as damaging to your cellular biochemistry, especially if your primary goal is sustainable fat loss. Under the avoid category, we find sweeteners that are highly destructive to human metabolism. At the very top of this list is high fructose corn syrup, a highly processed starch derivative found in countless foods. Fructose is unique because it can only be metabolized by the liver. When consumed as high fructose corn syrup, it floods the hepatic portal vein, overloading the organ and driving the global fatty liver epidemic. This hepatic overload forces the liver to convert excess fructose directly into lipids, blocking fat burning and accelerating the accumulation of stubborn visceral fat around your vital abdominal organs. Next on our avoid list are popular artificial sweeteners like sucralose and aspartame. Commonly found in diet sodas and protein bars, these chemical compounds contain 0 calories but severely disrupt your hormones. Despite having no sugar, these chemicals confuse your sweet receptors, triggering an insulin response that promotes fat storage. They also alter your delicate gut microbiome, disrupting natural appetite control. We must also address agave nectar. Often marketed as a natural health food, it is biochemically worse than table sugar. Agave is highly concentrated fructose, sending your liver straight into lipogenesis mode. Therefore, any sweetener that is highly processed, synthetic, or deceptively marketed as a guilt-free sugar substitute should be strictly avoided if your goal is to restore insulin sensitivity and burn body fat. Moving up to the approved category, we find natural, unrefined sweeteners. While they are completely free of synthetic chemicals, they still contain active sugars that will elevate your blood glucose levels. Raw honey and organic maple syrup fall into this category. They contain valuable trace minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants, but their high glycemic load means they will temporarily halt the fat burning process. We also include dark molasses here due to its dense nutritional profile. These options are excellent for maintaining health once you are metabolically flexible, but they should be minimized during active weight loss. Now we transition to the better and best categories, where sweetness works in harmony with your physiology. Our top recommendation here is organic monk fruit extract, a natural sweetener used for centuries. Monk fruit derives its intense sweetness from unique antioxidants called mugrosides rather than fructose. Consequently, it has a glycemic index of 0 and does not trigger insulin secretion or cause cravings. Our second top choice is pure stevia extract. Derived from a resilient green plant, stevia is incredibly sweet in tiny doses and does not disrupt fat oxidation. Just ensure it is free from cheap bulking agents. Let us move to swap number 2, fruits. Fruit is frequently misunderstood in the context of fat loss. While natural and rich in vitamins, certain fruits can unexpectedly stall your progress by overloading the liver because fruits contain fructose. Consuming high glycemic varieties floods the liver with simple sugars. When the liver is constantly busy processing fructose, it disables your body's fat burning mechanisms. In the avoid category, we place high fructose fruits that people often consume excessively. Bananas, though convenient, deliver a rapid sugar load to the liver that is biochemically comparable to eating a donut. Grapes are another major culprit. Just a small handful provides over 20 grams of rapid acting sugar with almost no dietary fiber to slow down its absorption, leading to an immediate spike in circulating insulin. Dried fruits, like dates, are incredibly concentrated sources of sugar. Just 5 dates contain more simple sugar than a can of soda. While nutrient dense, they are highly counterproductive for active fat loss. Commercial fruit juice is equally problematic. It takes multiple oranges to produce one glass of juice, stripping away the beneficial fiber and leaving a concentrated fructose shot that goes straight to your liver. In the approved category, we find low sugar fruits that can be used strategically. Kiwi is an excellent example, offering 80% of your daily vitamin C and beneficial digestive enzymes with minimal sugar. Tomatoes, technically a fruit, are rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that supports hepatic health and reduces oxidative stress. They have a very low impact on insulin and can be enjoyed regularly in salads. Grapefruit also fits into the approved category. It contains active bioflavonoids that improve insulin sensitivity and accelerate lipid metabolism, though you should check for interactions with any medications. In the better category, we highly recommend green apples, specifically the Granny Smith variety. They are significantly lower in fructose and contain high amounts of pectin, a fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Lemons and limes also belong in this category. They are exceptionally low in sugar, rich in protective antioxidants, and stimulate bile flow, which is essential for emulsifying and eliminating dietary fats. For the absolute best category, berries are the ultimate choice. Blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries have an incredibly low glycemic index, are packed with fiber, and are loaded with active antioxidants. Clinical studies demonstrate that wild blueberries can significantly increase fat oxidation during exercise, helping participants burn up to 43% more fat during their targeted training sessions. Avocados, also technically a fruit, represent the pinnacle of metabolic nutrition. High in monounsaturated fats, rich in potassium, and extremely low in carbs, they naturally stimulate satiety hormones like GLP-1. Moving to swap number 3, grains and carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not your enemy. The specific type and quality you choose dictates whether your body burns fat or locks it away in deep adipose tissues. In the avoid category, we find highly refined grains that behave exactly like pure glucose within seconds of consumption. White bread is a primary offender, digesting rapidly and triggering massive insulin spikes. This category also includes standard pasta, cookies, and processed breakfast cereals. Made from refined flour, stripped of its outer bran and germ, these starches provide zero satiety and leave you hungry hours later. Even products marketed as healthy often contain refined starches that spike blood sugar. Stripped of fiber, these processed grains are converted into glucose rapidly, completely halting cellular fat oxidation. In the approved category, we have less refined options, like genuine whole wheat bread and traditional sourdough. These digest slightly slower and contain intact fiber, but they must still be consumed with caution. Brown rice and whole oats also reside in this category. While they offer superior nutrition compared to white rice and instant oats, their high carbohydrate load can still elevate insulin if eaten in large portions. Be highly cautious of deceptive packaging. Labels like multigrain or made with whole wheat often mask products that consist of 90% refined white flour with only a tiny sprinkling of whole grains. In the better category, we find nutrient dense sprouted grains. Sprouted bread, like Ezekiel bread, utilizes grains that have begun to germinate, significantly lowering the glycemic index and improving digestion. Legume based pastas made from chickpeas or red lentils also excel here. They provide significantly more protein and soluble fiber than grain based options, helping to stabilize your post meal glucose response. Be cautious of gluten free processed foods. Many rely on highly refined starches like tapioca, cornstarch, or white rice flour, which spike insulin just as severely as refined wheat, stalling your fat loss. For the best category, we bypass grains entirely and use nutrient dense vegetables. Cauliflower rice is an exceptional low carb, high fiber alternative that is incredibly versatile and easy on your metabolism. Zucchini noodles, spaghetti squash, and roasted Brussels sprouts are fantastic grain replacements. These plant based options regulate blood sugar, eliminate intense cravings, and actively support lipid metabolism. Legumes like black beans, lentils, and chickpeas are also outstanding. Their slow digesting starches and rich magnesium content promote healthy gut microbiota. These whole food carbohydrates are highly economical and incredibly easy to prepare. By choosing fiber rich plants over refined grains, you feed your body clean energy without triggering fat storing hormones. Let us discuss swap number 4, fats and oils. The dietary fats you consume do not merely provide energy, they are literally incorporated into your cell membranes, determining how well your cells function. When you consume damaged, low quality fats, you build fragile cell membranes that cannot process insulin correctly, leading to systemic inflammation and a severely sluggish, inefficient metabolic rate. Fats in the avoid category actively block fat loss. The primary culprit is industrial linoleic acid, an unstable omega 6 fat that modern food processing uses in unnaturally high, highly inflammatory quantities. Linoleic acid accumulates in your adipose tissue and cell membranes, possessing a half-life of several years. This means industrial seed oils can impair your metabolic efficiency long after you stop eating them. Avoid seed oils like safflower, grapeseed, sunflower, corn, soybean, and canola oils. These cheap pesticide oils are found in nearly all processed foods, salad dressings, and commercial restaurant fryers. Reheating these unstable oils in commercial fryers generates highly toxic lipid peroxides, driving severe cellular inflammation. Even organic versions of these seed oils contain damaging levels of linoleic acid. In the approved category, we find high oleic sunflower oil and sesame oil. While they are more stable and contain lower levels of linoleic acid, they should still be used sparingly rather than as daily staples. In the better category is cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. With only 10% linoleic acid, it is highly cardioprotective. Use it raw or on low heat to prevent oxidation of its delicate antioxidants. Avocado oil also belongs in the better category. It is highly stable at elevated cooking temperatures, making it the perfect choice for high heat sauteing, roasting, and clean home cooking without damage. Coconut oil is excellent, containing only 2% linoleic acid. It is exceptionally rich in medium chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which the liver absorbs rapidly to burn immediately as clean cellular energy. At the absolute best level, We have stable animal fats from pasture-raised sources, including grass-fed butter, ghee, tallow, and duck fat. These fats are highly resistant to heat and contain vital vitamins. Ghee and grass-fed butter are rich in butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that heals the gut lining, reduces systemic inflammation, and has been clinically shown to support healthy weight management pathways. Finally, let us explore swap number 5, beverages. Liquid calories are exceptionally dangerous because they bypass your body's natural satiety signals, delivering massive doses of sugar and chemical additives. In the avoid category, regular soda is pure liquid sugar, delivering 9 teaspoons of glucose and fructose instantly. Diet sodas are equally harmful, as artificial sweeteners still trigger an insulin response. Energy drinks and sweetened teas also fall under avoid. They are loaded with synthetic chemicals, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives that disrupt your endocrine system and completely halt fat oxidation. In the approved category, we find unsweetened almond and coconut milk. These are excellent dairy alternatives for smoothies, provided you read labels carefully to avoid synthetic gums and hidden seed oils. Herbal teas like peppermint, organic chamomile, and ginger root are also approved. They support healthy digestion and cellular hydration without elevating blood glucose, making them excellent choices throughout the day. In the better category, we highly recommend green tea and clean black coffee. Green tea contains active catechins that accelerate fat oxidation, while black coffee naturally stimulates metabolic thermogenesis. For the absolute best drinks, lemon water is peerless. Squeezing fresh lemon into water early in the morning stimulates bile production, supports liver detoxification, and primes your metabolism for fat burning. Organic bone broth also reigns supreme. Rich in amino acids like glycine, it heals your intestinal barrier, eliminates intense food cravings, and provides highly bioavailable protein with zero insulin response. We also highly endorse mixing high-quality collagen peptides into your morning coffee. This simple addition provides clean protein that enhances satiety, allowing you to easily extend your overnight fast. Lastly, organic liver supportive teas containing milk thistle, dandelion root, and licorice root are outstanding. They enhance hepatic toxic clearance, allowing your body to release stubborn, stagnant weight. By implementing these 5 simple swaps, you are not just counting calories, you are systematically upgrading your biological operating system, allowing your hormones and liver to function at their peak. Remember, you do not have to be perfect. Aim for a simple 1% improvement every single day. Small, consistent changes in your daily choices will yield massive, life changing results over time.